So once again, work this problem on your own, and then I'll show you the answers. Okay, Mom divides 52 fish balls equally into 8 bowls. How many fish balls are there in each bowl, and how many fish balls are left? So the total number of fish balls, we'll put it as the dividend, and then the groups, 8 bowls, we'll put it as the divisor, and 52 divided by 8. So we'll try to find the number, the product for the multiplication table of 8, which is close to 52 and still less than 52. So let's go through some numbers here. So 8 times 4 equals 32. 8 times 5 equals to 40. 8 times 6, 48. 8 times 7, 56. So we won't consider this one because 56 is already larger than 52, and our answer would be the 6, because 8 times 6 equals to 48, which is the closest to 52 but still smaller than 52. So we'll put a 6 here. 8 times 6 equals to 48, and then 52 minus 48, we have a 4 left. So that's our answer, 6 with a remainder of 4. So there are 6 fish balls in each bowl and 4 fish balls are left. So part B, question number 1. There are 18 chicken wings on the table. Put 2 chicken wings into each box. How many boxes are needed? So the difference between part B and A would be, we are given the total number of objects, and in part A we know the total number of groups, and we are trying to find the number of objects in each group. And this time is different. We already know the number of objects in each group, and we're asked to find the number of groups. So it will be easier for you to see if you draw an organization chart like this. So here we need to find the number of boxes or number of groups. So this time we will put the number of objects in each group as the divisor. And we put the dividend here inside the division sign, and then the divisor outside. And once again we would try to go through the multiplication table of 2, and 2 times 9 equals to 18. So 18 minus 18 is a 0. So there, the answer is 9, and 9 boxes are needed. So question number 2. A hamburger costs $8. Mark has $40. How many hamburgers can he buy at most? So this one we can treat the dollars as the objects, and we can treat the one hamburger as one group, and there are actually 8 objects in one group. So $40. Each hamburger costs $8, and we want to know the number of hamburgers that he can buy. So we'll put the $40 as the dividend, and then we'll put the amount of dollars that Mark has as the dividend, and then we will put the cost for each hamburger as the divisor in order to find out the number of hamburgers or the number of groups. There, 40 divided by 8. So 8 times 5 equals 40. and 40 minus 40 is 0, so we do not have any remainder here, so 5 is our answer. He can buy 5 hamburgers at most. Question number 3. There are 31 sausages. Each person gets 4 sausages. How many people can get sausages? How many sausages are left? So we have the total number of sausages, and we know that each person gets 4 sausages. So 31 objects, and we know that each group there are 4 objects in each group, and we'd like to find out the number of groups or the number of people here, and we also want to know how many sausages are left. So we put the total number of objects or sausages as the dividend, and this time, because we're trying to find the number of groups, so we would put the number of objects in each group as the divisor, so 31 divided by 4. And here, when we go through the multiplication table of 4, so 4 times 5 equals 20, 4 times 6 equals 24, and then 4 times 7 equals 28, 4 times 8 equals 31. There, we can ignore this one because 32 is larger than 31, so this would be our answer. 4 times 7 equals to 28, and 31 minus 28, we have a 3. So the answer would be 7 with a remainder of 3. So 7 people can get sausages, and 3 sausages are left. Question number 4. It takes 3 minutes to make a sandwich. How many sandwiches can be made in 25 minutes at most? So this is the organization chart. So we have 25 minutes, and we need 3 minutes to make 1 sandwich. So this 25 minutes being the objects, the number of objects, and we have 3 objects in a group, and we want to know the number of groups we have, and we also want to know the objects that are left. So here we would put 25 minutes as the dividend, and then the minutes that we use to make a sandwich as the divisor. And once again, we put it as the column form, 25 divided by 3, and the closest would be 8. So 8 times 3 equals to 24, and 25 minus 24 is a 1. So we can make 8 sandwiches within the 25 minutes. So it will take us 24 minutes to make the 8 sandwiches, and there's only 1 minute left. So is the time left enough to make 1 more sandwich? The answer is no. So the sentence, we will write something like this: 8 sandwiches can be made in 25 minutes at most. So be really careful here, because the time left is not enough to make 1 more sandwich. So we should just simply use the quotient as the answer and leave out the remainder. So notice that in our sentence here, we do not mention about the remainder, the 1. So sometimes students may have difficulties in determining when the quotient should add 1 as the answer, or simply just take the quotient as the answer. So read the question really carefully and think if the amounts left should be considered. So the homework for today will be textbook exercise 11, page 16. So because we're already on 13, so exercise 11 should be easy for you guys. So for question number 1, we're just simply trying to find the number of groups or the number of bags here. So 8 divided by 4, it should be easy for you. And so this one we're doing 14 divided by 3, and there's the remainder here, and there's some erasers left. And for question 3 and 4, we are doing repeated subtraction. So by going through the repeated subtraction, you can simply count the number of 7 to tell the answer, and then the number here would be the remainder, and this number must be less than 7, because otherwise you can keep on doing the repeated subtraction once again. And number 5 and 6, this is just trying to show you that when you change the number of division to the multiplication problem, it can help you to find the answer for the division question. So that's it for today. I'll see you later. Goodbye.